Thorpe Park have recently decided to close their classic water ride Rumba Rapids, leaving a massive space for future investment right behind Stealth and Nemesis Inferno. And as much as in real life we don't quite know exactly what's going to go in its space, I thought it'd be fun to give you guys the chance to fill in that gap and create your own replacement of Rumba Rapids, whether that be a roller coaster, water ride, a wacky worm, a clone of Rita, for a chance to showcase your skills in building a new roller coaster for Thorpe Park and for a chance to win a huge prize. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to enter this competition and potentially win through downloading the map and submitting your creation, all that stuff I will talk about. So make sure you watch till the end, and also make sure you subscribe if you haven't already as well. But before I give the park over to you guys, I want to give you some examples of the sort of things you could do in this plot of land. Starting with this RMC roller coaster right here, as you can see, taking up the full plot with various inversions, airtime hills going through the structure and out of it, down a huge drop which goes right next to Stealth, and I built that all in a separate video. So you can go and watch that after this one if you want. But I also did a live stream shortly after that video went up, where I created the very highly requested Intamin multi-launch roller coaster, which everyone seems to think is what Thorpe Park are going to build next. And I gave it those multiple launches, loads of different inversions, some crazy airtime hills, and even a really cool twisted spike to finish off. And if you want to see that POV, you're gonna see it now, because this will show you exactly what you can fit in this area. Wow, wasn't that insane? I mean, some personal highlights is the fact that it's bright purple and called Project Purple. Definitely not inspired by anything in real life. And also the fact that the majority of it was unthemed, because I think that's very much like what Thorpe Park would make. But that's the thing with this new challenge. You can theme it as much as you want, make it as realistic as you want, or make it completely bonkers. Wow. Although remember, it's a Merlin theme park, so it's got to have a world's first. And you can participate in this challenge if you download the map using the code on screen and in the description, and hopping into the park and reading the rule set that will be on the board literally just as you load in, following all those rules that I'm going to go into in just a second, building your entire creation in the 52 days that you have to do this, and submitting it to the Google form. But whoa, hang on a minute, you've gone through that way too fast. I know. I will go in depth. I will dive deep right now for you. So this challenge is a one-to-one remake of the actual area where Rumba Rapids sits, and I've built a red border which you cannot build beyond it. If there are a couple of supports that may be generated and they go outside, we'll let it slide, but please try not to put the coaster or any theming over that red border. And also, please do not edit or remove Stealth, Nemesis Inferno, or any of the buildings on that side. Again, that's just a realism thing, because I highly doubt Thorpe Park would re-theme any of those buildings, and neither of the coasters to fit in with this. So again, more tricky to sort of fit this in, but I think it works quite well. You can, though, edit or remove the fences and the pathways and trees that are on the Rumba site. Meaning if you wanted to span the entire red border and just do one massive plaza area, you can. Of course, you can build whatever you want. You can build a coaster or multiple coasters, dark rides, flat rides, water rides. But remember to only submit it in one park, because if anyone does multiple submissions, then I will just take the most recent one. So try and keep it to just one submission. If you have any DLCs for the game, you can use them as much as you want with the theming and the coasters. And if you're one of those that has downloaded some mods onto your game, I am going to say that any mods related to different roller coaster types or brand new sort of switch tracks on certain rides that don't usually have it, those won't be allowed. But if you do want to use them for smoothing or building it in, I think you can do one where you build it in no limits and then port it over or something. I don't know mods well enough. Then you can use those specific ones. But anything that breaks the game or that isn't supposed to be in the game, like those coaster types, try and stay away from them, just so we can keep it fair with this challenge. Once you've finished your creation, you can then submit it to the Google form found on another board in the park or in the description of this video, where you'll then be asked for your username, which can be your Planet Coaster 2 username or just a social media handle you want to be known by when it comes to the video, your Frontier Workshop share code, which is when you've uploaded your project to the workshop as a park file, and you'll be able to see a little code in the top right, which you can copy and paste into that, and please make sure it's correct because any invalid ones will be voided. Then a lot about the name of your ride and the storyline and everything like that, and even a question asking whether or not you'd like to see another Planet Coaster challenge in the future. So make sure you fill out all of that information correctly when you are submitting your submission for a chance to be featured on the channel in a special ranking video, and the person that finishes in first place will win 100 Great British pounds and an unreleased piece of merchandise. So a big prize is at stake here, and you have until the 31st of August to build your entire project, which is the longest I've ever given anything like this. So best of luck, and best of luck to me because we had over 600 submissions last time. So there's bound to be more, which means if you want to win, you gotta get to work. So download the map now using that code in the description or on screen, and start work on the brand new Thorpe Park Rumba Rapids Replacement Challenge.
Hold your tongues.